I'm here with Steve Cray, best damn athletic director in the land, at the Edgewood Meet the Teams night. Steve, fall sports coming around, and we're getting ready to rock and roll in many sports. Football, volleyball, golf, tennis, cross country. What'd I miss?
Soccer.
Soccer.
Yep.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, briefly about each one, if you would.
Yeah, so we're already hitting the ground running in golf and tennis. Both of our golf teams are currently undefeated. Our boys team came in at the Carl Pearson Invitation as the champions. They were the Ashtabula County champions and the preseason CVC champions. And our girls, Carl Pearson champions and the Ashtabula County champions as well. So it's been a great start for golf. Tennis is battling. They're just getting started. Had a couple good close matches against some county teams in the last couple days. Could have went either way. So they'll be good by the time the end of the year goes. They're going to be playing pretty well. Everybody else really kicks off next week. Volleyball's got some home openers on Tuesday against PV. Soccer is going to be playing some away games next week. Football travels to Garrettsville Garfield. Cross country is going to play run at the War on the Shore on Monday at Lakeshore Park. So Monday is full go for the Warriors.
Okay, well, we are looking forward to it at YSN and giving as much news and broadcast and exposure to these kids as possible. So we're looking forward to it, and good luck on the season.
And we appreciate you guys doing what you do. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here with Steve Hill at the Meet the Teams night. Steve is the cross-country coach for Edgewood High School boys and girls. Steve, you had some standout performers last year. You got some good athletes coming back this year. Tell me what you think about that.
Yeah, I mean, we lost Tammy Liplin to graduation, so she'll be running at Mount Vernon Nazarene this year. So that was a big loss. We also lost Braylon Weatherby, who's planning on going to run at Trine University. So those are going to be two people that are going to be hired to replace, but we still have 7 seniors on the boys' side coming back. So we're very heavily senior laden, and we still have Maddie Crooks around for one more year. So we're hoping to get her back down to Columbus too.
Okay, do you see anyone standing out? Or let's put it like this. Who do you think is going to move up the ladder and exceed expectations? Anyone there?
Well, on the girls' side, we got 4 new people behind Maddie, so any one of them could get better as the season goes. It's going to be a work in progress. On the boys' side, we have a really good 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have Joey Squara, Brandon Vatnanu, John Klein's in there, Elliot Toby. So we're going to have a good pack, which is really going to help us, I think, in the big meets.
Okay, so you as coach, you probably got some help. You want to give a shout out to any assistants you have?
Yeah, my wife, Gretchen Hill, is my assistant coach, so she takes care of the middle school, and she does a lot of helping with the new kids, helping them develop into better runners.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck. We at YSN are going to try to give you guys more coverage, more exposure, get some recognition for these kids like they deserve. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Here with Coach Elijah Wong Cooper at the Meet the Teams for Edgewood High School. Meeting with all the coaches, all the teams. Coach, we've talked a lot about your philosophy in the past, but tell me what you think and tell me about your assistants and how you deal with them and what kind of philosophy you extend to them, would you?
So my assistant coaches, we got a great staff. My defensive coordinator is Tyler Welton. My special teams coordinator is Josh Goodnow. Offensive line and defensive line is Chuck Foltz. Ryan Petro handles our running backs and our outside linebackers. Jesse Browning handles our receivers. And then defensively, he kind of helps out all over the place on defense. And then we have a head strength and conditioning coach, Coach Jimmer Wiley. He handles everything strength and conditioning wise and nutrition. And then he also handles our warm-ups and anything that pertains to our guys being prepared to play physically and mentally. And then Coach Goodenow, outside of being our special teams coordinator, he's also our videographer, so he handles recording practice for us to make sure our guys can watch film and assess themselves and get better on a daily basis. So we have a staff that is a selfless staff. These guys do whatever I ask them to do. So my philosophy as far as handling them is wherever they are on their coaching journey, it's my job to meet them there. But at the same time, I make sure I empower my coaches.
Okay.
I can't do it all by myself. And if I am doing it, then to me, there's no need for them. So I have to make sure I empower them, but also make sure that they're taking the responsibility too, and not just taking the position. So they do a great job of taking on the responsibility that's needed. And our structure is pretty good. We make it pretty simple. We kind of build everything from the individual football player up, and then kind of go from there. At the middle school level, we have RJ Baldwin, who's our head middle school coach. He's followed up by Jim Dufour, who's kind of like a jack of all trades coach for us. He handles the offensive and defensive skill positions. And then we have Justin Drapp, and Coach Drapp handles the offensive and defensive lines. At that level, they do a great job because their only responsibility is pretty much to find out what we got going on at the high school level and make sure they're implementing that at the middle school level. And they do a good job. I give them creative freedom too, to run, exactly what we run, but also give the coaches some freedom to do some things that they like to do as well. I think that allows our football players to be well-rounded football players and not just focusing on everything that we'd like to do, but also focus on some things that'll help them be better in general. So my coaching staff does a great job, and we never lack coaches. It's not a 4-man staff where you got 4 guys doing everything. We got a pretty good staff, and I'm pretty good at delegating, not just because as the head coach, but more importantly, so that it's a team atmosphere amongst the coaches as well. And no coach is being overridden by so many responsibilities that they can't really focus on the things that are really important. So no one has more than they can chew. Everybody just kind of has just enough. And they do a great job of making sure they handle responsibility, not just on the field, but off the field as well.
Okay.
I don't handle any equipment, which is great for me, because equipment can be a headache sometimes. So between Coach Welton, Coach Goodnow, and Coach Petro, they do a great job of handling equipment as well.
Okay, so just briefly, who's going to be a standout player that you wouldn't expect?
I think there's a guy you can look at, a sophomore, Josiah Pope. At the 4.40 and goal combine, Josiah Pope was in the top 3 in every statistical category as far as skill guys is concerned. So he's a guy that not a lot of people know a lot about, but I think by the time the season's over, a lot of people are going to know a lot about him. But he's a crazy good athlete, and he's going to help us out on both sides of the ball as a receiver and as a defensive back. Okay, well, Coach, thank you very much for your time here. Best of luck during the season. Of course, YSN will be out there. We want to promote you, your guys, and all of Edgewood Athletics. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yes. I am here with Jessica Pachi, cheer coach for the Edgewood Warriors. We're here at Meet the Teams. And so tell me about your teams.
All right, so our team for football season, we have 16 girls, 8 varsity, 8 JV. We just got back from camp, which was in Akron, where we did really, really well. We took first place in our dance competition. We're looking forward to this season. I know the CVC is having their first ever cheer competition. We think that's going to be in the beginning of December, so we're excited to go there and to compete and to do well.
Okay, so you don't do this all by yourself, right? You have some help.
I do. I have a lot of help.
Give some shout outs there.
Perfect. So our JV coach is Shauna Whitaker. Our middle school coach is Nikki Dufour and Nina Farina. So Nikki and Nina do an amazing job of making sure that the 7th and 8th graders are prepared. They have an at-home camp. We have college girls come in. Nikki and Nina work with them to make sure that they're ready for this next level.
Okay, and any new surprises for the teams this year, or any new moves or anything like that?
So we have been working on our stunting, and we have learned a lot of new fun stunts and crowd involved stunts, so we're excited. We have some new crowd cheers that we're excited to bring to the football games. We're talking about productive cheering, so how to cheer when it's actually the 3rd down. So my girls are learning football, they're learning 3rd down, so it's really important to cheer and to get the crowd involved, and we're trying to get the parents involved as well. So if you hear my girls looking at you and yelling for shout outs, please do that. Okay, and it wouldn't be the same without cheerleaders. I mean, you guys are the core of energizing the crowd and the team.
So
Yeah.
we thank you very much. YSN thanks you, and good luck this season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I am here with Caleb Marandino. Meet the teams night at Edgewood High School. Caleb is the head varsity soccer coach for the boys soccer team. Caleb, tell me, how's the team looking?
We're not looking too bad. Actually, we had a scrimmage yesterday with Kenston where we got roughed up a little bit, but it was a more experienced team, but I think it was a great learning experience for our guys. We're playing a new formation this year. We're a little inexperienced in a couple spots, so they got to really be thrown into the fire right away before we get going next week.
Okay, what's your background in soccer?
So I played soccer all 4 years of high school, and then I played soccer at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, and then I've coached with the high school team back home. I was the assistant coach here for 3 years before taking on the head coach job this year.
Okay, so no coach can do it all by himself. Tell me about
No.
the assistants that you have.
Yeah, so my only assistant is Joe Measle. He is actually one of our kids' dads, and he joined the team this year after Greg stepped down, and he's a great assistant for me. Helps me in all the ways I need. Stats, he's a lot more technical in that area than I am, so it's awesome to have someone who's a little more different-minded than I am to help run this team.
Okay, so do you have any? Who's going to surprise you this year on the field, on the pitch? Who's going to surprise you as a player?
We got a couple. I'm hoping a couple of my seniors. I want to see, junior Eddie Freilich, who's playing up top for us this year, one of our captains. I'm hoping it surprises me. We got a whole new midfield of Logan Randolph and Noah Hamas and Gino Measle, so I'm hoping really to see those three guys mesh there, and if they can mesh, we'll have a dominant midfield, so I'm excited for that. I mean, we got a lot of kids that it's an exciting time to see them grow this year, so really it's hard to pick just a few to talk about.
Sure. Okay. Tell me about your coaching crew in the middle school.
Coaching crew in the middle school, we got Rob Schmoody and Michael Sacco, and they're great guys. Love those kids down there. They do a great job of hurting middle schoolers, because it's not always the easiest working with middle schoolers, but they love on them just the same, and they're doing a great job of building those kids up and giving them the love for soccer so that they want to stick with it through their high school career, because that used to be something that a lot of these kids didn't do, is they quit after middle school.
Okay. Well, Caleb, thank you very much. Good luck this season, and we hope to have the opportunity to do some games for you through YSN and get you guys some notoriety and promotion like they deserve. Thank
No,
you.
absolutely. Thank you.
I'm here with Renee Manson, the girls tennis coach here at Edgewood High School, and it's Meet the Teams Day. Renee, how long have you been the coach here at Edgewood?
This should be my 10th year, I think.
Okay, and you've got a lot of experience with this.
Yeah.
Tell me about the team that you have this year and what you expect from them.
Well, the team that I have this year I actually really love. We get along really well. They're pretty fun. They know how to have a good time and then how to get down to business when they need to.
Do you have, okay, who are some of your outstanding, who's going to surprise you the most this year, you think?
Okay, so my key players, I guess, are Olivia DiGiacomo, she's a senior, Kathleen Appleby, and Gabby Brown, who are also seniors, and then Sharon Zhang and Amelia Ziska,
Okay.
which is basically my starting lineup for the most part, but they're also returners as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have any assistants helping you, or is this like you on your own?
I do. I finally have an assistant, Coach Jade Buhite over there. Buhite, sorry.
Okay. All right. And does he have a lot of experience in coaching, or is this something new for him?
She is.
She.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's played tennis. We played tennis in college or high school together, and then I think she's done like lessons and stuff, but she's new to coaching.
Okay. Well, listen, nice talking to you. You did great. Good luck this year with the girls, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here with Katie Shimmick, head coach for the girls soccer team at Edgewood High School. This is Meet the Teams, so we are here to talk to Katie. Katie, how's the team looking this year?
So we have a pretty young team, new people going into new positions, people transferring over from soccer from different sports or haven't played in a while, but everyone's jumping into their roles. Our captains are really taking those people in under their wings, and we are young, but we look different than we have in the past, and it's a new style of soccer that we're playing, so it's a really positive thing, and I think that we're going to have some upsets this year.
Okay, so how's the style different? What's different with the style of soccer?
So a lot of county schools and schools around here, it's a kind of a different style, but we're just trying to slow the game down, do a possession more style of soccer, opposed to just like going in and scoring right away. It's more of, we're focusing on working as a team and dropping the ball back and passing and advancing when it's appropriate.
Okay, and if they go ahead after high school and play, that's more the style of
Yeah,
what they would do
yeah,
in college
so it's
and that
more,
kind of thing.
I played in college, and so it's kind of more of like how it is there.
Okay. All right, so no one does it all by themselves.
Yes.
Tell me about your helpers, your assistants.
Yes. So I have Alex DeGeorge, so she's JV and an assistant coach here at the high school. And then we have two assistants that help the middle school program, Rob Schmoody and Mike Sacco.
Okay, so do you have a good turnout this year?
Yeah, so we have about 25 girls on our team right now, which is great. It's enough to have a couple JV games, which is awesome, gives them more exposure and able to play more. The middle school team looks pretty good too. We have a lot of new girls coming out, so it should be good for us in the next coming years.
Okay, well listen, we hope to get you some coverage. We've got to get it out there for your players and for you guys that girls soccer is exciting.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Very fun.
All right.
And the girls are fun to watch.
Thank you very much, Katie.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. I'm here with Christina Fisher, girls golf team coach at Edgewood High School on Meet the Teams night here at Edgewood. Christina, you guys are off to a blazing start. What's making that happen for you?
I definitely have a good core returning group that has had a lot of experience in the past 2 and 3 years. So that's definitely helped, and they've helped kind of nurture some of the newer golfers that we've had. So I was expecting this season to be decent for us. So I'm glad we are kind of rising to those expectations, and hopefully, we continue to carry it on throughout the rest of the season.
Okay, so you've got your core players, but is there anyone on your squad that you think might surprise some people?
Well, right now, our number 4 golfer, and she's been consistently the number 4 spot since the beginning of our matches, is a freshman, Riley McCumber. To be honest, I didn't know what kind of numbers we were going to have this year. I did have a large group of freshmen and some sophomores come out. So I think she might be a surprise because she was somebody that wasn't even on my radar at the end of last school year. And really, I do have a lot of just younger kids and even some kids that have played maybe 1 or 2 years, that it could be anybody's time to shine in that 4, 5, 6 spot.
Okay, so as the head coach, do you have any assistants, or is it just you pretty much?
This year it's just me. Normally I didn't have a problem with that because I only had 6, maybe 7 golfers. This year I have 16, so it makes it a little bit more challenging. Hopefully that's something that we can work on in the future. If I have the numbers, is get an assistant coach, and
Sure.
I can have those younger kids practice a little bit more when we're having our matches.
Okay, well, I want to wish you the best of luck. We at YSN are going to do our very best to promote your team, your players, and get them the notoriety that they deserve.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
I am here with Jim Lamson, Edgewood's varsity boys golf coach. Jim, guys are off to a blazing start. What's making that happen for you?
I think our senior Mason Feathers really set the tone for the rest of the group. He's a quiet leader who just calmly goes out there and does his job, and then relaxes everybody else out there, so they can go out there and play and have fun and score well. So.
Okay, well, you've got, what kind of numbers do you have this year? How many on the squad?
So we have 9 players that come out. We have two freshmen. We have 6 juniors and a senior. So.
Okay. All right. So if you had to pick someone that's going to surprise you, or has been surprising so far, who do you think that would be?
So far, Nick DeFazio has been a real big surprise. Nick did good for us last year, but and it was consistent. But he's really shaved a few strokes off of his game this year, and he's doing great for us. He's been really steady, so it's been wonderful.
Okay, well, good. We're looking forward to giving you guys some coverage, write some stories up for YSN, get you guys the notoriety that they need. Mason, of course, is a star out there for you, so we're looking forward to following him and your team. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you.
I am here with Kira Wenzel, head coach of the volleyball team here at Edgewood High School on Meet the Teams night. Kira, got a big core, a solid core of players coming back this year, don't you?
I do. I have a lot of returning players. We only lost one senior last year, which is McKenna Venzel. A big part of our defense, but we only lost one part of our defense. So
Okay.
everybody else is returning.
Okay, so what kind of strategy are you using? I mean, I did see some of your interviews that you had with, I think, CVC.
Yep.
And being consistent, right?
Consistency with the ball, taking care of the ball, running our offense. We're really working on trying to run a faster tempo. We added a couple new plays this year. The girls are introducing that. We have our first try match tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be successful.
Okay, that should be cool. All right. So if you had to pick a breakout player, someone that you didn't know about for this year, who do you think that would be?
I think I'm gonna say two. I think Reagan Knox this year, she's one of our returning letter winners. Reagan Knox has really been doing a great job for us. She didn't get a lot of playing time. She's been getting a lot of playing time so far this year. I'm looking for big things from her. And I really think Lucy Palolo, I'm really looking for big things from Lucy this year, being our new libero and running our defense. It's been a hard transition for her in the beginning just because of the tempo that we run. McKenna did train her last year and getting her ready, but she's really doing a good job in defense, and she's a big part of our program. And then I think Summer Matthews, we have a freshman, so she's our number 2 setter. She's already been playing for us, and it's a big shoes for her to fill, but you'll see her out there, and she's doing a great job.
Terrific. Okay, so you don't do this on your own.
No.
Shout out to your assistants, your helpers, and going all the way down to middle school.
Yes, I definitely can't do this on my own. I'm so thankful for the coaching staff I have. I have an extremely knowledgeable coaching staff. I have Stephanie Marcy as a volunteer. My JV coach is Riley DeGeorge. My 8th grade coach is Tessa Daywall, and my 7th grade coach, I know everybody says it, it's another Venzel, it's McKenna Venzel returning. So I have a very knowledgeable crew behind me.
Okay, well listen, I'm going to do the best I can to get to your matches.
Awesome.
I was going to do the one Tuesday, might not make it,
Okay.
but I will be out there. And wishing you the best of luck with
Thank
you and
you.
your squad.
We look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.